Welcome back. We're actually on location today at Clarence Fawn Stock State Park at site number 28, where I'll be camping for the night. It's not that great of a night, honestly. It's supposed to go down to 35, which is kind of cold for May 8th, but either way, that's not the point of the video. The point is, as you can guess from the title, is we're going to be doing a review. So I thought it'd be fun to actually do one of these out in the wild. Now, it is getting pretty late. It's actually just 7 o'clock right now, so I don't have the best lighting for this, but that's fine because the item we're reviewing is actually going to be a light. Now, I picked this up last minute because frankly the headlamp that I had is actually one of those ones that clips to the brim of a hat, and it only takes a single AAA battery, and I don't have any of the specs right here in front of me now. When I get back home and I edit this video, I'll definitely put those up into the video screen somewhere here, but it goes pretty dark on you pretty quickly. And I picked this one up because I saw it on the way out of checking out of Lowe's, where I also picked up some foam mats to make a floor out of the inside of the tent. But I like this one because it has one main light and then it also has some side lights, and you can see it has red, white, and green. Now the red keeps your night vision, and the other one I had also had the red, but the white's nice because that acts as like a little bit of a floodlight, so you can use it for up close reading and stuff, and the other one's a spotlight for more further transmission. And this one, as you can guess, is one that actually has a regular head strap, so I can actually wear this with any kind of hat. And at some point tonight, I'm sure I'm going to have on some kind of a beanie hat or something like that, because you know, just a regular ball cap isn't going to cut it when it gets cooler out, and this will be perfect for that. And then green, well, people use that when they go hunting to find deer blood, basically, as far as I remember. We can see some of the specs over here. Has a 210 lumen brightness. There was another one that was a little bit higher than that was right next to it, but I just opted for this one because I only had so much money to spend on the thing. Has a 6-hour runtime, and that's going to be this main spotlight here. I don't plan on using it that long. It's just going to be to get from here down to the bathroom and back again. 80-meter distance, which is pretty nice. It's water resistant to IPX4, and it's also impact resistant to 1 meter. And we're not going to do any kind of tests like that because I don't want to ruin a perfectly new device. But if we want to look at the back here, it tells you what the run times are. On low, the spotlight runs 16 hours, so that's pretty good. I also have a little small flashlight I keep in my pocket as well, so this probably isn't going to be my main source of light, but this will be on my head at all times. It's always good to have extra lighting, especially when you're out here in the woods. And speaking of lighting, I could turn my little camera light on. That might make it a little bit better. But yeah, this is pretty simple. If you want to read any more of this, I suggest just pausing it. But I'm going to go ahead and open this up right now. We can take a look at this thing. Now, it's nice because it does come with the batteries, and these are actually alkaline batteries. They're not like super heavy duty or heavy duty zinc batteries or anything like that. So that's a plus. And then also, it does have the 3 different straps, so it is pretty adjustable. I have to get this set up from my noggin. But they're nice soft straps. They have some elasticity to it, so that's pretty cool. That's just the anti-theft doohickeys. We'll just throw that to the side. And it is adjustable, so once you get on your head, you can aim it downwards, which is really nice. I like that feature. Looks like to get the batteries in, this just pops open like that. Pretty simple. It does have a, I'm not sure what this is. It might be silicone. I'm not sure what kind of insert that is there. And when I get back home, before this is actually a complete video, I will open this up since we have the opportunity to do that, and we'll see what it looks like inside. It does have 2 switches. This one's going to be the main switch, it looks like, and this is going to be the secondary one. So we'll go ahead and pop some batteries in it and see what this looks like. All right, and just like that, they're in. So we're going to go ahead and push the main power button here, and that does indeed turn on that spotlight, which is pretty nice and bright. I mean, it's still daylight out here, but that's actually changing the camera. Now on the screen, it looks like it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. I'm not sure if that's just the way the camera's picking it up, because it doesn't look like that to my bare eyes. We'll definitely do another a quick take at this at night once we're actually in the dark. Hit it again, we're on low, and then hit it again, we have that kind of annoying strobe light that a lot of these have, but it is useful. And then we have white first, which is, well, I always say with these, I'd like it to go red first. You know, a lot of these, you know, when you have your night vision, and you, and by night vision I mean just your natural being in the dark night vision, and you hit this button and you go right to white, you lose your night vision. Then it goes red, and then it goes green. So it would be pretty nice if we saw red first, then white, and then green. But either way, it still has those features, which is pretty good. But yeah, that's that's always the thing. I've reviewed other items that have red and white lighting in it, and it seems that it does the white first then red, or if it has a low, medium, high setting, it always goes high first and then down to low. I would rather see it start at low and then go high. So if you only need a low light, you don't, you know, whatever. I guess it's everyone's preferences. Perhaps if it was really a great item, it would be a little bit programmable where you could set the sequence. I have a mag light that's like that, where you can actually adjust what features you want the thing to have, so you can actually disable the strobe light if you don't want that. Or if you're a cop, you know, you're not going to turn the light on, you might want momentary, so you can just hold the button down. But that's neither here nor there. It looks like it has a fairly decent kind of retention system in it. We'll see as I use it how this thing actually works. But I'm going to go ahead and just quickly get this adjusted to my head. And it actually looks like right off the bat it adjusted pretty well. I just had to snug it on, and it's not too tight. You can see I got plenty of room on here, and if I needed to give it some more adjustability, I can do that if I want to make it a little tighter, but it's actually pretty good. And yeah, pretty cool. I like it so far. We'll have to play with it a little more. It'd be nice if I don't know if it'll do it or not, but it'd be nice if you could just hold it down and have it shut off. Yeah, see, as soon as you click it, it automatically goes to low and then strobe. So it is what it is, but it'd be nice, like I said, if you could just hold it down. I have other ones like that where if you just hold it, it'll ramp up and ramp down, but you know, again, that's a preference thing. Well, we'll see you guys in a little bit once it gets actually dark out and we can test this thing to the fullest. All right, well, it's about 9:30 now, and it's dark enough to show what this light looks like at night. Now, there's actually a good clearing in the sky, and this moon is shining, and luckily there's enough light to see where I don't really need anything. Now, I do have the camera light obviously shining on me so you can see my face, because without that, I'm invisible. But to the naked eye, it is pretty easy to see out here. So I'm just going to pan the camera around real quick, and we'll see maybe a little bit of what's going on here. The table you can see, the tent in the distance you cannot. Now I'm going to focus the camera on that little glowing light in the distance. That's just a citronella candle that I have out here just to give me some background lighting. But if I shut my camera light off, I can actually go ahead and shine the spotlight out there. And that does have a pretty decent throw. I can see pretty far out into the woods before it just turns to pitch black. The next mode down is the lower wattage, and on the camera you can't really see much, but it's still pretty good. And then we have that obnoxious strobe light. We also have the floodlight, red light, and green light. And for those, I'm going to shine down onto the table here. So there's that green floodlight. That's off. That's white. And there's red. And I know the camera exposure is going to hide a lot of this. It is in the low light mode, so hopefully it does pick up some of it. But to shut those off, and then I'll show you what the spotlight looks like. You can see it's a nice focused beam of light. And then there's the mid light, and then again strobe light. I'll only put that on for just a moment because it is, like I said, pretty obnoxious. But yeah, so far I'm pretty happy with it. I've been wearing it on my head most of the evening tonight, and I do have a beanie hat on underneath it, so I barely even noticed it strapped to my head, to be honest with you. And well, let me just get myself back into frame here a little bit. You can see how it fits on the head. It fits pretty good. And what's nice is I can keep it underneath my hoodie like this, and it still shines out. But tonight, like I said, since it's such a bright night out, I was able to walk down to the bathroom area over here and not have any issue with being able to see. But just as for curiosity, I angled this down a little bit and turned that red light on like that, and it looked pretty good. Of course, green projects a lot more than the red does. Certainly not as much as white does, but it was pretty good. But if I could also point this at the camera and see that it completely floods everything right out, the camera has to adjust to it. And low light isn't much different, and once again, because I have to go through it, the strobe light. That's the only knock I can give about this thing. I wish you can hold down the button and have it shut off without having to cycle through all the modes. But it is what it is. It's a pretty decent light. So I want to thank you for watching this review video, and if you want to see more videos like this or just any kind of general tech videos, don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.